Running was a sport that I never thought I would even consider taking as I entered my high school years. But even though it was a part of my life during my years of elementary school, I never really considered going far as I did with it. It all started in late February when one of my old coaches asked me over and over again, "Hey, why don't you come out for track and field?" And after a lot of back and forth in my mind, I finally decided, well, why not? What's the worst that could happen? However, as practices became more longer and more harder, there was a lot of mileage, and it was miles upon miles every day. And that's when the real challenge began. And I started to question myself and my abilities. Despite the doubts, being around the team made it all the worth it. But even with my friends and my team being there for me, I still reached a point where I wanted to quit. And I did. I was giving up too soon, but I didn't want to push myself any further. It was only after Coach Joe, my event coach, talked me back into returning. He would be the one to lead me and my team to lead champions for cross country for the first time after 30 years in school history. But back to my freshman year, I wasn't used to putting in so much work. I wanted fast results, but that's not how running works. And honestly, it's not how life works either. Running has helped me realize that growth takes time, and I was convinced to stay. During my 4 years of being a runner at my high school, I met amazing people. Every day, I was surrounded by teammates who supported me. If it was laughing, crying, or just pushing each other through a tough workout, they were always there for me. And I was too. I recall sometimes running brutal 400-meter repeats, drenched in sweat and feeling like I couldn't take another step. And I remember our long runs, sometimes through the aqueduct or other times through the back roads of our city. And I would tell myself, this is a blessing in disguise. Being around people who were like-minded, all striving for the same goal and striving to become better people, was monumental to my growth as an individual and as a runner. I never realized how much a sport could bring people together. And once again, this really was a blessing, and not a moment went by where I didn't appreciate it. I believe finding a community really brings out the best in people. I was held accountable for my mileage, and I held others accountable too. Iron sharpens iron, as they say, and I truly felt that within our team. The camaraderie we shared was nothing short of incredible. We were a tight-knit group. Oftentimes, there were trips, camping trips and road trips, solely for the purpose of training. Up in the mountains, late at night, or in the snow, or in the torrential downpour of rain. I'll never forget those moments. Unity, purpose, laughter, advice, and the jokes. Those trips were more than just training. They were about bonding and going together. And slowly but surely, I began to realize and learn to appreciate every little thing. Whether it was the simple view of a clear sky or the struggle of catching my breath after a race, it was truly a gift to be where I was. I am, and will always be grateful. Grateful for everything. The feeling of buying new shoes, the tempo runs, the races, the miles, the medals, the awards, every single moment. Every day, every run, every joke we shared, every memory. It will always be a moment that I will cherish for the rest of my life. These people I met, whom I call my friends, weren't just teammates. They were my family.
Ready for. So, bro, hey, I come on. Boys, we're out here, Cooper's Invitational 2024. My last one, our second one.
Go.
Everybody goes to everybody. Well, guys, last year, senior year, here at Cool Breeze Invitational, we are at 10 seconds! Yeah! 16:45 boys. That's right. This year, boys, we're hitting sub 15, sub 15, right?